Are you ready? Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City. Hey. So we are on season 5, episode 1. Episode 1 for us too. And the title is Costume or Couture. So let's get into it. So they started off the episode with going over basically like last season with everything that happened with Monica. Which, side note, they should have brought her back. Like, I guess didn't nobody want to film with her, but like she had a good storyline. She had a good, like, she basically carried last season. Like, they basically just used her and like got rid of her. But I guess she was talking mad ish about the girls online and like running a blog. So I mean, I guess you do gotta be friends, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. She ain't here. So they basically was saying how as a group, last year was the most that they had went through. They went through stuff before, but last year basically took the cake and it brought them closer together. And so now Lisa wants to throw a festival party. Um, so I'm like, okay, I guess like a Valentine's party. So all the girls are supposed to be coming. I guess she's been having problems with Whitney ever since the reunion, so she hasn't talked to Whitney, but she still invited her. So all the girls got there, and I guess Angie and Mary are friends. So they got close, and like I guess Angie earned Mary trust and like really get to see like the soft side of her. But she was like, she honored that Mary shows that side of her to her and stuff like that. I was like, okay, that's an interesting friendship, that nobody saw coming, but hey, if it works, it works. Heather, she's skinnier than ever. I guess Mary did talk to her, so she's like, I guess losing weight puts me on Mary's good list, I guess. So then they added a new girl, Brenwyn, and I kind of like her. I like her fashion and stuff like that, but it kind of did rub me the wrong way how she came on there basically saying how, I guess Lisa's introducing her. So she was saying how Lisa would tell the story that she first met her in like Nordstrom or something like that, and she was looking for something on the rack, and Lisa walked up to her in sweats and she was like, why is this homeless person in sweats talking to me? And it's like, huh? Like, you do know when you die, you can't take none of that stuff with you, right? Like, huh? Like, you do know that you can learn something from everybody you encounter. Like, even a homeless person. You can learn from anyone. God teaches through people. So, I don't know. That rubbed me the wrong way. But she has a 17-year-old and a husband, and she does, like, Fashion Week and stuff like that. And, I mean, she seems, fashionable. Yeah. So yeah. And then Meredith gets there and she's with her assistant, and her assistant only has like one leg, but she has like the cyber thing, and I'm like, that's so cool. Like, but yeah. And then they were waiting on Whitney, and then they flashed over to Whitney, and Whitney was saying, because I guess Whitney called what's her name, Lisa, a villain on a podcast. So Lisa really mad at her. And Whitney said that her personal life, like her family life, has been going good, her business has been going good, but this group, yeah, not so much. So it's like she walking into a lion's den, I guess. So I guess let's keep watching. So they come back and Whitney get there, and she's talking to everybody but the ladies in the group. And Lisa's like, well, that's disrespectful that she didn't come in and say hi to me. Like, but I guess you'll see that she has no manners or something like that. And I'm just like, I cannot, like. And then Heather, well, before that, Brenwyn, Mary, and I guess some new girl came in, Brittany. Who brought Brittany? I think Heather brought Brittany in. And I guess she's trying to be like a friend of the group or something. I don't know. But she went over there to go sit with Heather. I mean, not Heather. Mary and Brenwyn. They were sitting having a conversation over to the side. And, which, never mind. But so she come in and basically she called Brenwyn's heart thing a costume. And right then and there, the conversation started off bad. Brenwyn's like, this is not a costume, it's couture. Me and Rihanna, and one is in a museum. There's only like 3 in the world. And then Mary jump in and like, she's like, oh, okay, And then Mary starts talking about how she got a lot of clothes upstairs, like in her closet. And so then the girl called Mary a hoarder, and she's like, I'm not a hoarder. And then Brenwyn jump in from Mary. And then I'm like, oh my God, getting this girl. And then the girl was like, well, I grew up poor and I used to, put food in my purse, you know what I mean? And Mary was like, I would never do that. I didn't grow up poor. And so then the girl told Mary, well, if you grew up poor, maybe you would know. And then Mary just like grabbed her stuff and like left, and she was like, yeah, I offended her. And I'm thinking like, yeah, You did. But then Heather went over to Meredith and was like, "Did you see that Whitney's here?" And then she was like, "No, I didn't see it." And then they did like a flashback. And I guess not Heather. Meredith is mad at Whitney because Whitney did the jewelry line, the Prism, her business, and then I guess she coming out with a bath line. And you know, last season Meredith had like the bathtub like thing, so she said that she was doing a bath line. So she feel like Whitney is like stealing her ideas up underneath her, like on purpose. So she not feeling Whitney. Then it flashed back to them, and then Whitney was still talking to everybody in the room, but the actual cast. Then they went to commercial. So they came back with Lisa telling us about Jack on his mission. I guess he's doing really good and getting coffee and going to 5-star restaurants and all type of stuff. But she can only talk to him like once a week or over through like Facebook or something like that. So she misses him. And then Brenwyn comes on there and tells us that she grew up in the Catholic. No, it's not Catholic. It's Mormon. The Mormon church. And she got kicked out of school or something like that. So I guess she didn't finish whatever school that they go to or the mission that they do. Something like that. And then Meredith, like Whitney goes up to say hi to Meredith, and she just jumped right into it. She was like, what's up with you selling bath bombs? And Whitney was like, I've been selling bath bombs. She was like, I told you I was doing a bath business and now you're doing bath bombs. And she was like, the bath bombs have been on my website since like way before. She was like, I didn't see them on there. She was like, because you didn't look for them or you didn't order them. And then she was like, my bad, I didn't send you some sooner to enjoy your bath. And then Mary got on there saying that she don't take baths because she don't want to get a yeast infection. I'm like, I cannot. And then Angie pop in and she like, well, hold on, Meredith, I want to talk to you because I have some things that no, she was like, Heather told me that you want me to apologize to you, but I have some things that I want you to apologize to me for. Did Angie pull out a scroll, like one of the old day scrolls, and like drop the scroll with all this stuff on it? And then it went to commercial. I was like, I cannot.